Everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Crystal Chanel, and today I am going to be refreshing my braids. It's been up now for about 2 weeks and it's just time for me to refresh them, but I don't want to use water. So we are going to be trying some Creme of Nature products today to achieve a refreshed look and a clean scalp. If you're interested in this type of content, make sure that you stay tuned. So sometimes when you have braids in, you don't really want to get in the shower and completely wet your braids altogether because it takes a long time for them to dry. And I mean, do you really just need a full-on wash like that every single time? The answer is probably no. So right now I don't need a full wash on my braids. They don't smell bad. I haven't, been swimming or anything like that, but I do want to refresh and clean my scalp. So as mentioned in the title, we are going to be using some Creme of Nature products. I do have the Creme of Nature Pure Honey Scalp Refresh Cleansing Scalp Treatment that I'll be using today. And it looks like here, this is supposed to be used with no water. So that's the main reason why I got it. But on the instructions, it does say to dispense a small amount onto your scalp and use a dry towel to remove any buildup. Do not rinse. Follow with the Pure Honey Scalp Refresh Leave-In Conditioner. So I do have that leave-in conditioner as well that I'm going to follow up with. And then I am also going to be using the Creme of Nature Invigorating Scalp Oil. So we are using all Creme of Nature products today. Let's go ahead and just get right into it. I do have a plain white towel here that I'm going to use to remove any buildup. This is a very soft towel, so I don't think that it's going to cause any type of frizz. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and split my hair down the middle and section it off so that I can start applying the product and do it in some type of order. This is my very first time doing a scalp refresh without washing my braids. So I'm interested to see how the product feels on my scalp, what the smell is, and just kind of all of those things. Really clean my hair and make my scalp feel like it's clean. So this is definitely a first for me. Drop a comment below if you have used a no water scalp cleanser before. I do like the fact that it has the nozzle here, so that should make the dispensing of the product super easy. So I'm just gonna go in and start in the front here. It picked up a lot of my makeup that was in my hairline and the edge control that I use. It does have a slight tint to it, which looks like this. So I am glad to see that it's actually picking up dirt from my scalp and that buildup. So I'm just gonna keep going here and try and do the remainder of my head. I'll put some clips in here for y'all to see, but let's go ahead and just do the rest of my head. I finished doing the entire scalp cleanse, and to be honest with you, it was really easy because the nozzle did it all. You really don't have to have a mirror to see exactly what you're doing. As you saw, I was able to get the back of my hair just by feeling and touching where my parts are, and it was very quick. I would say all in all, it took maybe about 10 minutes for me to do my entire head, and here's what I got off. So far, most of the dirt came from my edges where, you know, some of my makeup was still in my hairline. But overall, you can see the lighter parts right here, which is where the back was and some of the buildup that was there. So I'll definitely be using this on a regular basis. I want my strands to get some of this moisture too, so that's why I am coming down the length of the braids. I don't just want to put this on my scalp. I do want to just kind of spray it everywhere and make sure that I am nourishing my entire hair strand. Next, we're going to go in with the invigorating scalp oil. I'm going to use the nozzle on it to help with application and help seal in some of that moisture. Now, when you're putting this all in, this is the perfect time to give yourself a quick scalp massage. I normally try and massage my scalp every evening when it's time for bedtime, but this is definitely a good time to just massage your scalp, get all of that product in there so that everything is sealed and moisturized. Now, any excess oil that you have, go ahead and just also bring that down to the length of your strands also, just like you would do with the leave-in spray. I just want to make sure that all of my hair is getting nourished with the oil. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some setting mousse to my hair for flyaways and for smoothness. So I will make sure to link what setting mousse I am using below, but I always do this as a last step and wrap my hair up with a scarf just for a little bit so that it can actually mold in a sense into the style or the way that I want to wear it. But again, if you have a lot of flyaways, you definitely want to have you a mousse on hand so that you can go ahead and do that as your last step, just as they would in the braid salon. We are back. I have finished tying up my hair. I'm going to let this sit for a little bit, but let's talk about the actual main star of the show, which is the Scalp Refresh Cleansing Treatment. Claims to provide a deep cleanse and is refreshing to the scalp. I can definitely say that while I was putting this onto my scalp, not only was it easy to do, but it does give you a very cooling type of sensation. So you do feel like your scalp is definitely getting deep cleans. Kind of reminds you of a peppermint or even a tea tree type of tingling feeling, but it's not overwhelming. So I really like it, and the cooling sensation really is good. It feels so good on the scalp. So would I buy this particular product again? I definitely would, because right now my two daughters have braids in their hair also, and I think that for those that are trying to wear braids for a really long time, using something like that will help with that longevity, because you're not fully submerging your hair in the shower to wash it. And I think that when you do that, you are making your hair expand and it's coming out of the braids, and you're, you know, actually going through that shampoo cleansing motion, which is causing much more frizz. So I think that a product like this, where it's no water involved and you're just cleaning your scalp, getting that debris off of your scalp, if you're doing this every couple of weeks, you really shouldn't have a lot of debris on your scalp. And as I mentioned, if you're trying to wear your braids for 6 to 8 weeks, I think this is the route to go for cleansing your braids. I'm gonna go ahead and see how this does for me throughout the month, because I think this is gonna be my go-to for sure. Now, I also did like the leave-in. The leave-in didn't give me as much of a cooling sensation as I would have liked to have from it, but it is a nice product. It does smell good. So on this one right here, it does say that it has a cooling formula. It does cool, just not as much as the actual scalp treatment itself, and it's supposed to restore moisture back into your braids. It is a water-based leave-in, so of course it is going to provide that moisture that you need to go back towards your braids. As I showed you all, I would still take that spray throughout the length of your hair and through the braids, just to make sure that you're moisturizing everything and not just your scalp. But I would buy this again too. I would probably see how this goes with just using it outside of my braids too, and see if it is beneficial for my hair. So I'll definitely keep this and be using this. And again, my kids have braids right now, so all of this stuff is staying. I'm not sending any of it back, so I definitely will be reusing it. The oil claims to be lightweight. I can attest to that. It is not a heavy oil at all, and actually a lot does go a long way. I probably overused it. I don't know if you could see, but I used it like to right here, and it wasn't quite full. It was maybe, you know, to this level, but I did use quite a bit. And it's because it was my first time using it, but it is a very lightweight oil. It does move throughout your scalp pretty easily. So if you overuse it, you will find that, you know, it's kind of dropping down your neck and, you know, into your face. If you overuse this oil, you don't need to do that. So make sure that you aren't using too much of it. And this is such a lightweight oil that you actually can use it at nighttime for your scalp massages throughout the week. So let's say that you know, want a scalp massage every other night instead of every night. You could definitely use that particular oil to do so. And then when it gets time for you to refresh your braids again within the 2 weeks, you can go back in with this. Since they work so well together, this will help clean that buildup from the oil, if there even is any. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my scarf now, just to show you all how sleek my hair is and how good it does look. But that is pretty much it for today's video. I loved all of the products, and I will make sure to place them all below in the description box, so that if you want to grab yourself some and you have braids, you can definitely do so. I will put that setting mousse there too, because that was the most satisfying piece for me, was placing all of that mousse on my hair. But overall, my scalp looks really good. It feels great, which is most important, and I enjoyed using the products. So drop a comment below if you have used this or any no water type of braid refresh before. Let me know how it worked for you and what other brands you've used. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure that you like this video, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.